When there's an emergency, we will be there. We will face uncertain dangers and fulfill our duty to save lives with courage, devotion, honor. We are firefighters.
Oh, this stuff is hot. How do you guys do this? Okay, so I'm not a real firefighter, but I always wanted to be one when I was a kid. A firefighter or some type of superhero. Basically, I wanted to be some type of hero. Someone who saves lives, right? Well, when I heard about today's lesson, I immediately thought, on location, at the fire station. This is the perfect place because in today's lesson, we'll explore the book of 1 John and learn that God is the giver of life and that those who know Jesus have eternal life. In Fire Station 9, we'll find people who know the importance of life and have the equipment and the skills to save lives. These firefighters risk their lives for people like you and me every day. I'm hoping they might even show us some of those skills and the equipment they use. Like this helmet right here. So come on, 'cause we're about to learn right here at Fire Station 9. Woo. Wow, that's heavy. I'm Tara Strong, and this is Explore the Bible on Location.
Firefighters are specially trained to put out fires, but they also rescue people from burning buildings or crashed vehicles. They fight to protect our lives, and that means sometimes they provide emergency medical services, and many risk their lives to save others.
All right, everyone. Today I have with me Captain Holmes of Fire Station 9. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you? Nice to meet you.
Awesome. So you're going to teach us a little about firefighting, right?
I will.
So what's the coolest piece of equipment that you have?
The coolest piece of equipment I think that we have is Engine 9.
Wow. This engine, huh?
This is it. This is
Okay.
the best engine in the city of Nashville.
Well, tell us some more. What are these things?
All right, this is part of the pump panel for the engine. This is where the water comes in, water comes out, fire hose. The bigger the hose, the bigger the water that comes out. So this is a booster line. This will give you a little bit of water. This is what we fight house fires with right here.
Wow.
If we have a fire downtown, a building fire or whatever, this would be what supplied the ladder truck. Most of the time when other people are running out, we're running in, and we take a little bit of pride in that.
Cool. So you got some more stuff to show me?
Absolutely. So let me show you the first compartment here. This is where we keep our medical supplies. A lot of our runs that we make during the day will be medical. We take care of everybody before they get into the emergency room. This would be whatever we run into, we can handle out of this right here on Engine 9. And then if you want to open up the next compartment right here, there you go. These are firefighting tools. This is probably the one we use the most on a fire. It's called a hook pole. You can see the drywall and that's all over it. If you want to hold that, this is what we pull ceilings down with. This is what we stick through the drywall and turn it and pull down. This is another compartment right here if you want to open it. These are portable fire extinguishers that we carry in with us if the fire's small or it's a grease fire or something like that. We would turn water off, or bolt cutters, whether we have to get into a gate or a fence that's locked in the middle of the night that we can't get in, we would use that. So this is just another compartment.
Wow. Cool. That's so awesome that you know how to rescue people.
And you never know who or what the rescue or the situation's going to be. Every run is different.
Well, thank you so much for showing us how to save lives today.
You're welcome. Glad to do it.
Now, you might be asking, what does all of this have to do with the book of 1 John? Well, John tells us in 1 John that Jesus gives life, and he doesn't need 911 or firefighters or doctors or even medicine to do it. Jesus is life.
John told the story in his gospel of when Jesus raised a man that had been dead for days. Yeah, days. Two women, Mary and Martha, were friends of Jesus. They had a brother, Lazarus. Lazarus died, and Jesus and the disciples went to see his family. When they arrived, Martha talked to Jesus. Lazarus had been dead for 4 days. But Jesus asked Martha if she believed that Jesus was the resurrection and the life. Then Jesus told Lazarus to come out of the tomb, and he did, alive.
Jesus is more powerful than anything we can imagine. He could bring back life to Lazarus because Jesus is life. Years later, when John was writing the book of 1 John, I'm sure he remembered the miracles he experienced with Jesus, recalling that Jesus is the giver of life.
You know, when I think about life, I always think about God because he's the source of all life. He created everything there is, all life. He created people. He created you and me.
And with every moment we breathe, every time our heart beats, we're reminded of the wonderful gift that God has given us. When I think about rescuers, I think about God.
In the book of 1 John, we learn that God is more than just the creator of our physical life. God is life, and he sent Jesus to rescue us.
He sent Jesus to give us life, to rescue us from our sin. We can have life with God forever. That's what John was trying to tell his listeners in his letter. I'm so glad we discovered that today. I'm Tara Strong, and this is Explore the Bible on Location.